Motorsports. I'm your host, Drew Goldman. This is about to be, this is currently the home screen of my stream. Put the little trophy AI guy up here who is helping me practice. I think that we have the mic, and I think we have the desktop. I'm going to mute the reverb because we're not using it. All right. We're going to make this full screen. It's going through where it's supposed to be going through. Okay, we're going to jump into qualifying. I have an ice pack on my back where I think my ribs are broken. I have an explanation now for the last 2 races. 3, really, but I'll call it 2. Only 2 where I actually had to concede some kind of defeat during the final and let somebody through because I was hurting from fighting them. But okay. I haven't been in the sim for quite some time because I've been on the road. I was out of town for a week for work. As many of you know, I'm a land surveyor, which means I go out of town a lot. Only Monday through Friday, but a lot. So on the weekends, when I can capitalize on a race and try and have real fun, I like it when it feels like it matters. And this is the issue that I've been having with iRacing lately, is that there are snafus that make you not take it so seriously. And it reminds you it's just a video game. Particularly the people you play against. Karting is very similar in that regard. Because the reason you pay so much to go karting is so that you get to compete in a race that you feel like matters. That's the idea. Then people do stupid shit because it matters. They forget that they're, anteed up with a few $1,000
Still
on the
needed
table.
smoother trail braking. Turn in later, next time.
Smoking up a storm. Oh, I guess we all are. There's dust on the track.
Turn in 8 meters earlier for Lesmo 2 and keep your throttle timing fresh. You braked too slowly there. Apply the brake more immediately next time.
There's debris on the track, idiot. I'm starting to argue with the AI because, this is the opening lap. There's debris all over the track. It's a practice. And it's trying to give me notes like it's a qualifying. I guess it's giving
turn
me...
in 12 meters later. Next time, turn in earlier.
This guy's being a
second.
Okay. Takes the wheel out of my hands and we go qualifying. And that was just practice. It's like a 3-minute practice to make sure everybody has latency. It's not really a practice. We already did real practice. I should probably turn off the AI so that it's not talking over me during the race, because during the race is the only time that I will say that I know better than the AI, because it's talking about qualifying laps, and I'm like, I know, I wish they were all qualifying laps, but they're not. This one will be, though, and I'm just going to do my best here. I don't want y'all thinking I'm cheating with the AI. I'm just using it for practice. So we're going to get it going. Oh. Sometimes the auto pit limiter is a good thing to have. Usually it doesn't even let you get up to speeding while you're in the pit lane, but this is the Ferrari 499P, this is the prototype challenge, iRacing at Monza. It's gonna be chaos. We're just gonna try to make it through the race. Oh, as I say that, I run over a bunch of bumpers. Hopefully I don't break any fairings. Hopefully all the arrows good. I kind of clattered that, but we ain't crashed though, so. Damn. Okay, very green track here. Good thing it's the outlap. Hold on a second. Where are my booty speakers? Yeah, no, the booty speakers. Right? Aha! See? Change. Output. behind you. I'm glad I noticed that before the race started. Ha 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 ha. Now I got all 4 of my corners. We back in this bitch? Come on now. Now I can feel the car. This is good. I'm glad that I noticed that before the race started. Okay, squeezing off the brake is going to be the hardest thing to do. Because this is not a Formula 1 car, and all of my laps at Monza are in Formula 1 cars. I say that while I have a Ferrari GT3 win in VR on this channel, but I don't think this is a big enough group for us to have 2 splits. I think this is all a single split race, so it's going to be against some really good guys with a good chance, knock on wood, to pick up some iRating, but only if we finish. Because I know a bunch of these guys are going to be trying to kill each other on lap 1 for 3rd place. And I don't know if I'm willing to do all that. We're going to see where the car puts me in turn 1. Green, green, green. 4 minutes, we got time. Let's run. Welcome to Lawrence. Home of the Italian Grand Prix. And that infamous turn 1 where everything goes awry. Easing into Parabolica? No, Curva Grande. Parabolica's at the end. Overcooking that corner by a handful. About half a second actually, shit. Getting a little squirrely on the exit there. This is our banker lap. This is fine. Still haven't gone off track. It'll be fine. It said stay flat, people. I'm like, dude, I'm at 50% of that whole corner. This is a very powerful car. I don't know what you mean by stay flat. Not in this beast. This is the Ferrari 499P, the one that did the double back-to-back at Le Mans. I am down a significant amount of time for my practice laps. Let's see if we can find it here. I hope y'all can hear me fine in the mix. Perfect. Or better. No. Tried to spin on you there. Half a second up. Keep it going. This is parabolic, by the way. Almost a whole second up. This one P11. Still 2 full seconds off the pace. Alright. It's a wicked car. This is the prototype one. Went back to back at Le Mans. I've got the NASA livery on it, so this thing better be in rocket ship. The NASA paint schemes in iRacing are so freaking cool. They have the IndyCar one, the LMP2 one, the Ferrari 499P, the Super Formula car. There's a few. Not the Super Formula. There's a few though. The F3 car has one now. I think that's the last thing that I'm gonna fit in here just to see if I have time to do it. See those boxes. I think the force feedbacks, I got it right. It's like 15 right now, like 75% of what the wheel can do. Didn't quite make it in there. Okay. Starting 11th out of 17. Should I do the smart thing and avoid Monza turn 1? I'm only D8 when it comes to sports cars. Okay. This is definitely the second split then. No one here is above D6. Is it a rolling start anyway? Yes. Will there be catastrophe in turn 1? Yes. Should I start from the pit lane in the interest of finishing the race? It didn't work when I was at the Nürburgring, so I doubt it would work here. Oh. From 11th? You really want to give up 11th? It's a rolling start. Worst thing that happens is you dive through turn 1, right? See, everybody knows about turn 1. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. Especially bowling pins at the back. It's a hairpin. I'm having a whole debate with myself right now. 40 seconds. Pit lane or rolling start. Pit lane or rolling start. You just did all that work in qualifying. You found out you're 2.1 off the pace. Any of these guys could be faster than you, but they got to get through him. Chase the Frenchman. Gonna have 2 Argentines. A French and a Spaniard behind. Oh no, 10. Let's do a last to first. I don't want to be upset after turn 1. So I'm gonna go last to first here. Missed the start, that's fine by me. We're gonna go to the pit lane. Anybody else come to the pit lane? No? Good. We'll let them all roll on. This is the lower split. We shall see whether I made the right call or the wrong call, but I just want a chance to run the race, man. There's no fast repairs and prototypes. "20 seconds. Engine's already warm. I wish I could give you guys more of a view of the wheel. Should I? Should I? Can't really, not without messing up my view, can I? 10 seconds. I gotta be honest, that's about all you need. As you can see down in the left-hand corner, anything else that you want to see, that should be fine. And that shouldn't throw me off neither. Alright, here we go. Pit exit is closed. 3, 2, 1. Pit exit still closed. There they all go though. Okay, come on now. Alright. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's see if there's the carnage in turn 1 like I'm expecting. Yup. Okay. As we arrive. Has everybody navigated? Alright, I might have made the wrong call here. Good for y'all. I didn't believe in you. Oh, someone crashed. Someone spawned back. Very dusty. Y'all making a mess. Very good. Down here in the parallel, okay? Historically, a 4th gear corner in Formula 1. Minimum. 4th or 5th. But this car is 2,500 pounds, not 1,500 pounds. Most of it being the giant engine on the back. In this case, a big old twin turbo V6. With a huge electric motor boosting it. Good enough to win the 24 Hours Le Mans twice. Now we've got to spin it again. Damn it. Alright, we're in straight over the bumpers. No longer in last, but I don't know when that happened. Alright. Hopefully the fairing isn't broken. Hopefully we keep the turn in. "20-minute race, plenty of time." Feels right, but the AI said second, so we'll see. The coach. Trophy AI, the coach. Mansell AI, whatever. One track and one car at a time, it's very useful. When you're doing practice trying to lock in, and you've already seen a hot lap, and it's telling you what you're not doing correctly, it's pretty good. It's never not made me quicker. When you use it in the right context. Okay, we got a spinner. Please stay there. Thank you. Damn, the American, Walters, spun. 3.5 behind me now. Let's go! 15 to go. Minute and a half laps. 10 laps? That's what that sounds like to me. Ooh, little white there. Okay, That was my first off track. Okay. Alright. So the one that gave me a little time penalty earlier that y'all saw, that was the first one that gave me 1X. Trying not to snow plow into these corners. Trying to carry speed around the outside. About 3/10 on the first lap. Keep rolling. Okay, Luke is regaining with me. I want to say as expected, but he spun from 11th. We're up in 14th again. After chickening out of the rolling start. I still feel like it was the right call. I don't know about everybody else's latency here. But we'll never know. We just gotta see what we can salvage here. He's gaining. He's getting handled. Alright. I'll give him a point. I'll give him a point by if he comes pretty close here. Still up 7/10 on my first lap. You good? Good man? He's already going right. I don't need to tell him to pass right. I shouldn't need to tell him to pass right. Nope. Good move by the Porsche. And the trading paints paint job. Interesting choice. A very meta choice, if I do say so myself. The trading paint scheme is one I've never seen. Lead me to victory, Luke. Stay with it first. Come on now. Jumping off the brakes always. Treat every car like it has a set of Formula brakes. And Formula downforce, God forbid. The F1 games are what got me into sim racing, to be honest. I can't say it was the NASCAR games. The NASCAR games kind of convinced me that we didn't actually have that great of a job. I was like, so how does this work? iRacing, you find out how oval racing works, for sure. Way more actively than the NASCAR games, but now, the two are one and the same, which is very cool. It's very cool to see. I gotta try to stick with this guy. He's gapping the hell out of me. Dang. Drive gentle. Drive around my side. I am a kart racer, and I am injured. Return to racing, timetable unclear. Very frustrating. The non-diagnosis diagnosis. And we go, I don't know, we're gonna need to do an x-ray, and then if that doesn't turn anything up, we'll see what it is. It's something else. Great. So first step is x-ray. Make sure it's not cracked ribs. I got the next thing. I think that's what I got next thing. It never happened. It all of the triggers that people are describing me are right there. Hopefully it's nothing more subdermal or muscular. I'll have to like physical therapy or whatever. Hopefully it's just good. I can just let you ice and wrap. Damn. And this is part of the reason that I'm slow. I'm not squeezing. Right now I'm just driving. Just nice. It's a very cool car to just be driving, but I can barely call this racing. Very similar to the karting situation. I'm very much driving around this. It's not good. I don't have it turned up all the way neither. Like 3/4? It's fine. I'm not even really fighting the car. It's just involved in so many processes. Run my damn race. Yeah, it's coming. As you can see on the relative box and in our rear view mirror, we have company. Great driving from Gayska. Ford came climbing back from way back. Did I suck? Probably. Is he gonna run us back up to them? Maybe, maybe not, but we got a better chance with him in front than me trying to keep him at bay. It's the same kind of thinking I had as Luke came back through. When they are quicker than you, you want them to have you, honest to God. But if you can stay with them, like I'm still trying to learn how to control the prototype cars, honestly. Formula cars, the lower formula cars in particular, I feel like I have a fairly good handle on most circuits. Even an Indy car on ovals, I'm pretty confident. Gen 4 NASCAR is what I'm trying to use to teach me oval lessons that I'm reluctant to learn in other cars. Legends cars are fun. LMP and LMP2 cars are rather fun, but also very finesse-based, kind of like formula cars, but in a rather different way. Oh, come on, follow me. Damn it. Didn't turn. Didn't turn. 2X. 6 to go. 7. Not running great. Not running great. We'll check laps afterwards. Woo. Over. And that's my fastest thing. Okay, so we'll keep doing our best here. Hey. Come on, y'all. I like it. Second through there is better, but Duncan from 4th. He's gonna come flying back through it. Crazy debris on his tires, but we'll see. He might spin in the attempt. We up. it again. Nope, 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 nope. No, not a death. Not a death, just let him through. Alright, that's fine. That fucking hurt my fingers. The yabba dabba dude there, that was wild. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Everybody. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, he almost. I get a 4 for that? Come on. Oh, that's good. Rolling backwards across the track gives me a 4 out of nowhere with no damage. Let me be clear, I have no damage. I felt nothing through the wheel. Everything is fine. That's a netcode 4X. That's what I was talking about earlier. Where like it forces you to not take it so serious. I know that we're all actual real life people here in this virtual space doing this together, but when shit like that happens and that's gonna count against my license somehow because that guy was continuing to roll backwards across the track far enough that his hitbox made contact with my hitbox due to iRacing's latency. Meanwhile, its damage algorithm doesn't agree with its latency algorithm, so I get an algorithm safety 4x from making contact with him, but the damage processing the game knows that I wasn't close enough to hit him. So why would it give me the 4x? Really don't know. Seems like we've lost a couple more as it gets down to the end. The desperation's getting real. I'm complaining about iRacing's netcode like every other person who streams iRacing. I don't know how to ask them to fix it besides to just make them fucking agree. Like, I've had issues before where I'll get a 4X and not get any damage. And I've had incidents where I take damage without making contact with people. And usually it still gives you the safety points saying that you made contact with somebody. But there are times where you'll look back at the replay and go, we were a foot apart. We were a foot apart, guys. How much of a buffer do you need there? Is that really the best we can do? I don't know. We'll find out. As the games continue to improve, continue to become higher and higher stakes, because the more accessible racing gets, the more the barrier to entry rises for simulators. I built this for about as cheap as I possibly could in America. For the quality that it has, I did not splurge anywhere. Everything was a budget choice. Pound for pound, bang for buck type stuff. I'm very proud of it. Let me be clear. But I had to move a lot of things around in my life to make this possible, even with me chopping down all the costs by damn near half, by getting stuff used, and finding the right retailers that had the same features that I was looking for, and the compatibility that I needed for the devices that I wanted to use, yada 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 yada. And all the free save software tie-ins that I could possibly find to try and help me get better faster. And it hasn't not worked. Because of that. I'm far faster than I used to be. I'm significantly more consistent than I have ever been in my life when it comes to driving race cars. Of every shape and breed. But it's a lot harder to just have fun playing a video game lately. Because the damn sweats that I have to compete against. This is not a just cruise your way to victory kind of game anymore. This is an arena. One to go this time by. 190 down front straight. Hell of a car. Doing minute 30-second laps at Monza. Gotta avoid that curve now. I've been clipping that too much. Nearly back to where we qualified. I doubt that I would have been able to hold that position, I gotta be honest, based on the way that this race has gone and the pace everybody has shown. While I am surprised that as many finished as have, I'm not surprised that the people behind me have been driving faster than me today because I got a little bit of practice in before y'all pulled up, but I was like 2 seconds off the pace compared to the really competitive guys. I was like, okay. I only did 4 or 5 practice laps, but I just wanted to jump in, shake off the rust when it comes to the sports cars, particularly prototypes. This is my weakest license. Racing cars on road courses is my weakest license. I admit that freely. Dirt oval is probably just above that for me. I haven't raced the dirt oval enough. Let's just have that out of sports cars. Formula cars, an oval, I thoroughly enjoy. Pavement oval. Checkers this time by. To finish 15th. Not bad. Not great, not bad. It's 2:38 p.m. Eastern Standard. I have somewhere to be at 5. I have somewhere to be at 4, so we got about 1 more race. My arms are a little... That was good, but my side is fine. This yellow. You ain't wrong. Alright. The final runner. I hate that, man. That's becoming my thing. I hate that. Beautiful car. Wicked motor. Lost a little bit. Okay. And the 4X, that silly ass 4X, I can't like protest that because it's like, nope, I'm sorry, your hitbox made contact with the other person's. But like, did it though? I don't think so. I should have played the rewind for you guys because you would have believed me. But iRacing are kind of lame when it comes to that stuff. Barcelona Porsche Cup would be a madhouse. But potentially a decent way to regain some iRating. Monza Spec Racer could be fun. I would like to do this in VR, but I also like the view that I'm giving you guys, and I have the audio all configured. So we're going to stick with the monitor. The Porsche. The Super GT and Jimmy Broadbent and Misha Chardin Porsche, which I cannot drive for a lick. Or the Spec Racer Ford, which I'm also terrible at, but at least really attempting to get better at, with a real-life livery that I could potentially drive someday. Yeah, that's the winner. All right, here we go. Coming back to the track that we were just at, and it's going to take us a lot longer to get around it in this little machine. The Spec Racer Ford has one of the most comical power plants in the entire game. Formula V, we all know, is a little Formula car with, and it's supposed to be like Formula 5, with a Volkswagen Beetle engine in the back of it. It's like a 1200cc 3-cylinder with a little 4-speed gearbox. It's an absolute toy of a car. 11 laps. 11 lap race. Meanwhile, this is about the next best thing. This is like right in there with Formula 1600, Formula Ford, Formula Fit. Whatever y'all call it where you're from. This is a sports racer, a wedge-shaped sports racer with a Ford Pinto engine in the back of it. And a flat upshift and a clutch for the downshift. It's paddle shifters at this point. It's sequential. Or rather, I think it's just sequential. But it has a clutch for the downshifts. It's a flat upshift. And I promise you have never heard a Ford Pinto sound this good. I don't know if they straight pipe it or what they do, but let's give it a look. What's everybody running? 210, 215. Okay, right in there. 210 to 215. In these, it is going to be a gap like that because it's a 2-minute lap. We'll see how far I can get up. I don't need the rear view mirrors because we have that one up there, but I like that you guys can start to see that they're there. I don't know why they're blacked out right now, but we'll zoom in so that it's just smoothed out. There's the hands. Oh wow, we gotta go way down to give y'all a good view. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Hang on. I'm trying to get my hands lined up with his hands. I'm sorry. I still don't like it. But it's better than otherwise. Alright, forget it. This is fine. We are in a little 1.6 liter sports racer. I think this is fine. Might go a little closer. Yeah, that's fine. It's gonna be a grid start. I forgot all about that. Okay, we do have a pit limiter. That's good. 30 seconds behind is our next closest guy. This is a much slower machine because it has a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated Ford Pinto 4-cylinder behind me. So what we're going to do is fuel toe, like the aspiring racing driver I am, and try to bring this brick of a machine, this little doorstop of a body that I have never been good at driving, around the same track that we just whipped that Ferrari 499P around as slowly as anybody can finish. So I'm going to try and get a little bit better. We're going to use this and try and get better. Heel toe. I tried to be nice. He let me through very clearly, and now he's like thinking about a way back on me. And I'm like, dude, didn't I outlap? Can you just spun? Can we just be nice? No. Okay. Hey Ferb, what you doing? Yeah, this guy's not very good at racing, I don't think. He's gonna dive up the inside again if I'd let him. This is my problem with iRacing generally, is that racing IQ is all over the place, and racing standards are non-existent. In real life, at least you can trust the other people around you to understand that if they fuck you off into the barriers, they can get penalized for it. Pardon my French. In this, it's really hard to actually get someone banned even for a week from iRacing because they're a paying customer, and iRacing don't want to make any of their paying customers angry, especially because so many of us have such little time to play. So that the unemployed folks, who are usually kids, who think they are entitled to every corner, no matter whether they're on the outside or the inside, or whether they are ahead or behind, or whether they have a nose at the inside, or whether they're completely ahead, all but for a bumper. That's the issue with iRacing. But that's the issue with racing in real life as well, is that there are so many drivers who do not have to answer directly for the consequences of their own actions. That's what changed racing generally from an amateur to a professional sport, is that these kids started thinking about the moves that they made as career choices, and legitimately so, rather than competing with all of their chips on the table, because this ain't their chips and it ain't all their chips. They get bankrolled. So shoot, I gotta find a bankroll, I guess. I gotta get quick first. Maybe knocking this off would help, but we'll see. I'm just having more fun though. We just practicing. It's all about practice. 11-lap race. I should be good enough to keep up, at least with a few of these guys. Not the leader. Ulrich is probably going to take off on me, but we shall find out. I've been away all week. This is my second car and race of the day. The first one was that Ferrari 499P that I love, but I'm not any good at driving yet. I have not gotten enough practice in it. And so we're gonna do another something similar, another sports car. A low prototype. I think I went one notch too close. The SCCA Spec Racer Ford Gen 3. Keeping up the tires a little bit, just to remember where the bite point is, so that when we take off for the actual race, I might not lug the engine. We shall see. I'll probably still lug the engine, but I'm going to try not to. I'm usually so scared to spin that I lug the engine. Which of the two, better outcome? Best outcome. Take off well, but in a manual car from a standing start, that is far easier said than done. We want to turn in. We got there. We got there. Nice little dangle. Okay. This is only the out lap. This one doesn't even count. Just the next two. And we do get two. Hopefully I have time to do them both before our 11 lap. Oh, I shouldn't have jumped off the brake there, but I'm glad the tires did most of the work after I jumped off the brake there. This is with no practice really and no coaching, so we're alright. We're alright. No expectations, just having some fun. This is a car I have not driven competitively in quite some time, and the people who are specialists in this car really are specialists. This is a very competitive field in real life. And a rather affordable race car if you're looking to get into the sport. Only $50,000 to own. But to drive it for a day, to drive it for a race weekend, it's only like a tenth of that. Half of that to drive it, tenth of that to race it. If you have the license and all that goodness. I gotta miss that curve. This is lap 1. Just feeling it out. Trying to drive with my palms instead of my whole hand. Instead of my forearms. Trying to just be gentle. Especially with a car like this. There's not much power to play with. This is kind of the 206 of race cars. Better I agree. It's better I agree. .206 is the go-kart class that iRacing. Whiteland, Indiana's Raceway Park. Oldest go-kart track in the world. Proud to call that my home track for the season from last. But this injury is going to have me out for a little bit. I think the team kind of know that, but I'm dreading having to tell them. Because it's really impacted my performance the last 2 or 3 events. And I'm not proud of that. Oh my god, I'm feeling good. Great, but it was safe. Second. It's a great banker. Okay. Ah, that was the second round. Alright, cool. I hope I didn't just out-qualify myself. That's a pretty good freaking round. Okay. What do we got? Real life and roommates do not always cooperate with racing. Is what it is. They're all going to reshuffle as they cross the line, including myself. I should have started the race from second, but I missed the start. So we start from whatever it is, 12th. Yep, there we go. And the lap down, and we'll see what we make up. I wish this were always the priority, but it can't be sometimes. Can't complain about anybody messing with my safety rating now. Nope, just me. Awesome. Decent. Good thing this little shitbox is tough. Not what we want, but I'm holding pace. I hope to start gaining on them before they continue gaining on me, but not looking good. Is not bad. Should have known that for the Les Mills. The downshift would be required. Hey, someone to race, thank God. Somebody just came out of the pits 2 seconds behind me. Oh, a second behind me. I just can't see him. He's, oh, there he is, he's blinking. Damn it. That's what I don't want. See what I can do. Oh, he missed the hell out of that. Oh, he's just cheating. No? Okay, he wanted to cheat. Tried to cut the hell out of the corner and take the spot. And I'm like, no. You just skipped the whole chicane. That was crazy. I'm glad the game didn't let that work out for him. It usually does in real life if somebody cheats like that and they just skip a whole corner and it's like, not gonna penalize him? And they're like, yeah, 5 seconds. Meanwhile, he's gone. Okay, half a second up on the first lap. Let's keep going. Let's just keep laying down best laps. I had no practice, so I wasn't confident in my qualifying. It's alright. I didn't intentionally skip the start. I really didn't this time. But life gets in the way. You gotta roll with the punches. Deep. Not too deep. Maybe deep enough. Plenty deep. I'm being gentle. 500 sand. Let's see. Fourth feels okay now? No. I was wrong. Alright. That's expected. Damn, they're still way ahead. I hate that. Alright. No. Whew. I didn't mean that. I'm so past left. It was an accidental button push. I did go wildly off track there. Oops. Little tear off. At least I keep on picking good corners to fuck up. You know what I mean? Recoverable spots. Gotta try not overcook these tires too. Try to be nice. Try to be gentle. Oh, 10th. Not nearly as far ahead as I feared. That wasn't terrible. Okay. Clock says we're up. At least we didn't hit the wall. You know? At least we didn't hit the wall. Still not a fourth gear corner, but it just gets unstable downshifting early there. just wiggle. Making me nervous. Oops. No! Alright. Keeps being there. Right there. But I go off track. Maybe it is a third gear corner, but not like that though. I was an Uber driver. Check out the YouTube video where I ended up having to put my race gloves on during the pace lap. Anyway, it was last season. I think the thumbnail said something like, I did things out of order, but it all worked out. Almost didn't. It's very dicey. Order of operations. Important order of operations lessons we learned that day. That's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. Come on now. Me trying to hype myself up, trying not to look at that track map in black. There it is. Hey, it feels good in here. We're in pocket. I'm up on my qualifying time. That's nice. There goes all that time. It's not how I wanted to take care of all of it, but okay. We're only a 10th up on our best lap now, but hey, we got another chance at that now. Four more chances at that now. Better. Curva grande. Delicado, con cuidado. I forget what that one's called, but should know it by now. Lesmo, 1. And 2. Not bad, but not great. Can be better at the end. Trying to be finessey, but still slower for some reason. said, perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. 2/10. Up on our best time. Down, however you want to phrase it. 2/10 better than our best time so far. 2:12.7. It says 8:63, whatever. Come on now, turn. Come on, baby. Shit. Damn. There's a half a second. I'm not gonna get lapped. Unless I fuck up. So let's not fuck up. Jumped off the brakes there. Anyway. Jumped back on throttle too. Smooth exit. Almost the best lap. 500ths away from the best lap. That's pretty consistent. That's pretty good. Let's do another one. Good roll speed. Great roll speed. Come on now. Okay, somebody just got smoked. Poor Steve. Hardly knew that. Oh, he's still in third. I don't know what he's good for, honestly. Must have been bullied in third. I don't want to say anything and jinx it. We're on for a really good lap here. I don't know why I'm losing momentum on the exit, but 8,700ths up. And only took a full second out of it that time by. That's pretty good. That felt pretty good. 2 to go. Now it's time to be fun. Almost out. Lost that second. It's alright. We were trying to catch him. See if we could press Mr. Melody. Make a mistake, but it's too far ahead. We have to be staring at the clock. Deep there. Pretty deep there. Anyway. We'll check on the laps. We'll see how bad I actually was compared to anybody here, but the end, the leaders were more concerned fighting each other than catching me, thank goodness. Not over yet, I just gotta keep driving. Almost over though. And then I gotta eat something to get ready for church. So cheap. One more grande curva to go. Don't you know? Ha. He choked. It's alright. Man, am I in a funk right now, but boy. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Not gonna do a whole going the distance lap, I just think it's interesting. Best lap, 2:11.9. Qualifying was like something like a 13.2. Everybody got much better during the race. It's very interesting. And I think I may have ran out of steam. Wow. Probably the gap when I started, but alright. We'll be back another time. I can stare at the lap charts and the... Yeah, here we go. No, I did not have the best lap. I had a good one, though. Should have been, like, up in here. 5th, maybe, was on the board. If I had held my medal with the clutch on the downshift. DQ, disconnect, yikes. Alright. Humbling. Man, I can't catch a fucking break in the sports cars, man. But also, I do keep on, like, panicking, going starting from pit lane. This one wasn't. This one was life getting in the way, but it is what it is. It's 3:30 on a Sunday. Life is good. Everything is fine. I gotta get my safety rating up there. I gotta get my iRating up here, and I gotta just continue getting better here. So we're gonna do what we gotta do. Just no more today. We are done for today. Thank you all for joining us on this edition of Closed Circuit Sports. I am Drew Goldman. Peace.